Man, matrices, linear regression, logistic regression, there's so much math, so much information. This is so overwhelming. We've all found ourselves in that moment, being completely overwhelmed by the vast amount of topics we have to learn before we can actually deal with machine learning algorithms that impact the world. Everyone has different things they want to learn about ML and different approaches to learning machine learning. But there's one resource you can use to completely avoid being overwhelmed and focus in on what's important to learn within the field of machine learning. And that is what we are going to be talking about in today's video. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. So what is this overpowered resource you need to integrate into your machine learning journey? The life-changing machine learning course is the Andrew Ng Coursera course for beginners. Now wait. Before you click off this video and you go to the course in the link down below, let me warn you about a few things you need to know about this course, because there are advantages and disadvantages. So let's talk about some of the advantages. First, it's completely free, which means if you go onto the Coursera website and click Course Audit, you'll be able to audit this course and not have to pay for a certificate or anything else, unlike other courses that demand you pay $60, $70, $80. So that's the first plus. The second advantage, it is a basic comprehensive guide to an introduction of machine learning. It gives you all the basic algorithms you need to understand, and it gives you a great background about linear algebra. And so that is really key in dealing with machine learning, because matrices are the core and basis of all the operations you're going to be doing with different algorithms. The third advantage is that it does not take that much time to finish. If you're dedicating 5 to 6 hours per week doing this course, you'll be able to finish this course in 2 months. That's what I did. Over 2 summers ago, I just grinded this course and I was able to get a full understanding of machine learning at its core, in the basics. And the last advantage is that all the slides and slide notes are completely downloadable for free, and you can store them in a folder where you have your extra notes, so you can save all the information that you learned from the course and store it on your computer for quick access when you need to look back to some of the information you learned. That's a huge plus. Now, I would be lying to you if I said that this course was absolutely perfect. It does have its disadvantages. Starting with the fact that the main language for this course is Octave in MATLAB. Now, Octave and MATLAB are not used so much in industry, and most of the tutorials you'll see online about machine learning, and most of the tutorials you'll see on my channel are Python based, just because of the amount of libraries that we have in Python to allow us to perform machine learning operations and build algorithms so quickly and so comprehensively. So you're going to have to do all of your work in Python or Java if you really want to apply your work to real world problems, because Octave and MATLAB aren't really used that often. You do have to build projects outside of the course. There aren't too many projects integrated within the Coursera course. You have to go out there and figure out a problem you might want to solve with one of the algorithms you learned and build that. And if you want to check out a video where I do this with linear regression, logistic regression, or k-nearest neighbors, make sure to check out up here in the cards to look at some of those videos. But you will have to do external projects outside of the course to retain the information that you learned, and that is super, super important. If you don't like math, this course might not be for you. And overall, machine learning is very math heavy, and it's important to understand the conceptual backings of the algorithms that you're implementing in code. And if you don't understand that math, you're going to be at a great disadvantage when, for example, you're developing a product and someone asks you, well, how this works. If you don't know how the math works, you basically don't really know how the algorithm works. So if you don't like math, this course might not be for you. So now, let's take a look at what the course actually looks like now that we talked about the disadvantages and advantages. Okay, for the purposes of this video, I've created a new account to show you what it looks like when you first enter the course. So let's explore the course and see what everything looks like. So the course is split up into an 11-week split, which means each week focuses on a different topic. So the first week is going to be Introduction to Machine Learning and the most basic algorithm, linear regression. And I have a video talking about linear regression that's an offshoot of what this course talks about that will be in the cards above. So there's this idea of linear regression and a review of linear algebra in the first week, and there's a slow progression throughout the weeks, teaching you how to learn octave, and then logistic regression, and then methods of improving the outputs of these algorithms, and then you get to neural networks, advanced applications, and then eventually get to unsupervised learning. And so the topics covered in the course are really a vast range of what you're actually going to experience with machine learning in real life. And my favorite week was actually the Introduction to Neural Networks week. And you guys will see a video coming out soon about neural networks, so stay tuned for that. But I want to show you guys what it actually looks like to learn within this course. So let's go to the linear regression with one variable part of the course and check out what the video format looks like. So each video covers a different subtopic of the topic at hand. So once linear regression is covered, once you watch this video, you have a small reading that summarizes the contents of the video. And the same goes for every topic in every video. And so what's really useful is that even within the video, there are quizzes. So let's try to find a quiz within the video. So here is a quiz. So you have this plot. Consider the plot below. H sub theta of x, theta naught plus theta 1, x. What are theta naught and theta 1? So it would be analyzing this line. So theta naught would be 0.5 because that's the y-intercept. And theta 1 would be probably 1. So we choose this answer and we got it correct. And these mini quizzes within the videos are super helpful for you to retain the information that you're learning and also check that you're learning everything correctly. So those are super useful. And then at the end, you have a small practice quiz that tests if you retained all the information and learned the knowledge properly. And so in these quizzes, you'll have 5 to 6 questions, and you answer these questions and get a result back. And you're not actually being graded because you're not going for the certificate, but it's a good way to check whether you learned something or learned some of the information that was covered in the topics. And again, it's a great way to check your knowledge. So that is super useful. And so just by the amount of topics, variety of topics, and just Andrew Ng is such a good teacher in these videos and covers some topics so well and gives you intuition. I highly, highly, highly recommend this course. And that's why I'm dedicating a video just about this course. Now that you've heard about the pros and cons about this course and seen it in practice, would you take this course? Make sure to let me know down below in the comments. If you'd like to see an interactive walkthrough regarding the easiest ML algorithm covered in this course, make sure to click this video.